Appreciate you. So real quick, I think I already had the scanner up, but hopefully that's not 197, 188. So we got 188 tickers here on this inside 4-hour scan. So what we'll do here is we'll comb through some of these. We're not going to look at every single ticker, obviously. And I try to keep this call to about an hour so that you know, the downloading and, you know, me posting this won't take too long. But so yeah, we'll start to go through some of these. Again, I'm looking for these bullish inside 4-hour setups. And so we'll just start grabbing a few tickers. I heard Upstart was brought up quite a bit on the call today. So we'll start there and see what we've got with Upstart. Let me adjust my time frames. Yeah, here we go. So we got the inside 4-hour setup on UPST. Setup doesn't look bad at all. Oh, also, if you got tickers, please drop them in the chat and we'll get through them. So yeah, what I'm looking at here, I see Upstart with the inside Chicago 4-hour setup. Setup doesn't look bad at all. Looks like it probably will go 2 up again tomorrow. However, the challenge with Upstart, especially for 0 days, is that the Greeks for those 0 days are historically bad. So they're usually not very good contracts on those 0 days. So what that means is if you take a trade on Upstart for a 0 day tomorrow, just know that thing's got to go straight up. It's not like you're not going to have the support from the Greeks for any pullbacks or TTOs. So, you know, so it's one of those situations where it's just got to really just go and force and keep running in force to target. But nonetheless, the setup does look solid. I'm not going to mark it for that reason. Not even going to spend the time because I bet you if you go look at those contracts, it's going to tell you exactly what I just explained. But the setup looks good. If you're long or something like that, it looks like it's going to go 2 up tomorrow. Excuse me. Next one here is Field Cell. We know Field Cell had a strong day today. Afternoon, we had some consolidation, pulled back a little bit, nothing major. Typically, you know how I feel about these 0 days. I like to stay away from the smaller caps, not because of them being good or bad, but just the movement that I need on the 0 days. Typically, the larger caps will give me the strength I need. Smaller caps, you know, they don't always give you what you want on the 0 days. So I just like to kind of defer to the larger cap stocks. But Field Cell, we know we're bullish on that one. We've got the weekly rev, so that one's moving up. But I'm gonna let it be for tomorrow. Field Cell still is a good one though, and I'm pretty sure a good many of us are still in that. We got Affirm. Affirm's another one where the Greeks are usually not very good. This one looks similar to Upstart. You've got inside 4-hour and an inside day. So you got 2 really strong looking setups here on the 4-hour and the day. Again, Upstart at $26. Wow. So that's just wow. But yeah, the setups don't look bad. Go check out the Greeks on those contracts. If they're anything like they are historically, then it'll be another upside down Greek type of thing. So. But it does look fire though. We got Futu and Coin. Let's take a look. I haven't played Futu in a long time. Futu with back-to-back outside days. You don't see that very often. What do we got here? Chicago set up on the 4-hour. We got entry above $38.70. Very strong day today. Looks like we got the weekly reversal a couple weeks back. Looks like we reversed on the month as well. Hey, this may be one where we catch a reversal. See if we could take it up the ladder. But yeah, Futu doesn't look bad. Just had some afternoon consolidation. And we got Coin. Coin, very similar looking setup to a few of the others with this inside 4-hour with some afternoon consolidation. We've got the 312 on the 4-hour above $74.38 on coin. That is not a bad looking setup. We also have a rev strap potential on the day above $74.48. That setup looks solid. We are in conflict though, and the macros are pointing down. Obviously, there's not energy. The macros are going to be in conflict. Anyway, we just know they got to know that going in. So yeah, coin, that doesn't look bad either. It's one of those situations. Do you want to take a trade against the macros or a micro setup? Does it fit? That's the question you got to ask yourself. I guess at this point in my mind, I'm not inclined to have to take that. If I do, it'd just be more of a lotto type of approach to it versus taking it as like a true position. CCJ here, we've had similar deal, strong morning, afternoon, pullback consolidation there. So again, this one here is fighting with the broadening formation. So not sure. We're looking at a 2-up continuation as entry on the day. So really it's that 4-hour if you really want to take it. I think there's others within that sector that you could probably take besides CCJ. But we like CCJ though. That one is one that the pack likes. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla outside day. What else? Inside 4-hour, we got Chicago setup. Afternoon has consolidation. Looking for entry on the 4-hour above 788.27 on Tesla. Outside day continuation is above 792.63. So Tesla looks intriguing. Don't think that I will take it. I'll let it do what it do. It is in conflict, and there's some other setups that I like. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's take a look at AMC. It's one of the boss games call outs this week. Got AMC, had a little bit of a retracement. They had a strong morning. The inside hammer looking candle here, Chicago. Looking at a 312, AMC at $13. 312 above $13.50 on AMC. AMC doesn't look bad. Also, we got a rev strat on the day. The daily setup looks better than the 4-hour to me. We got the 2-2 rev on the day above 13.54. So AMC doesn't look bad at all. Again, we fight in conflict with the macros. So we're gonna have to be mindful of that if you're gonna play it. Roll it. All right, we got LI. Shout out Investing for Legacy. Called out LI. This one here has been moving all week. Very strong play, nice setup. Outside day on the day. We're looking at an inside 4-hour Chicago setup, 312 on the 4-hour. I may set a trigger right there. Just been staying away from discretionary for the most part. I'll set this alert and see. $26.50 is our level for entry on the 4-hour. So leads one, we're just gonna mark the level and see. Again, we're just collecting data. All right, let's keep it moving. We got that Trump. I'm gonna let that. We got Ford, Rocket, Lucid, and the African Americans. Look at that Ford. Ford looks solid. We've got inside 4-hour and inside day on Ford. We are in conflict on the macros. We got the 212 here on the 4. I'll set this. So we are looking at what is the level 1390. There we go. 1390. All right, 4, and then on the day. The idea here would be to take that to the BF. I'm not gonna push it through that private information though. 212, 1396. All right, alert is set. 4, we'll see. We'll check out contracts. That one, they can pay very well if it does go in force. We know very well how that one can pay right after a downgrade. So here's another example of one that has a, all right, baby. We got an inside 4-hour setup on Rocket. Again, Rocket is another small cap setup, looks fire. Just based on past experience, I'm gonna leave Rocket as it is, even though it has a beautiful looking setup. I think these Friday moves on these smaller caps sometimes just don't give us what we want. So beautiful price, nice setup. We got the inside 4-hour. That hammer looks great. Looking at this level above $9 flat, so you got a penny for entry. Looks like the same. What is this? 902 on the day. So you got a 212 on the day above 902, and then 212 on the 4-hour above 9 flat. So Rocket has a couple entries, couple triggers. I'm gonna personally not set that one. I'm gonna let it be. Setup looks fire though. Next one we got here, we're gonna take a look at Lucid. So Lucid, nice looking setup here. Chicago, 312 on the 4, above $20.14. Also on the day, we've got the Rev Strat above $20.15. So you got the 4-hour and the day trigger, both a penny apart. Very nice looking setup, very clean. Not bad. In conflict like the others, but not bad looking setup. All right, we're gonna move over to materials. We're gonna take a look at the African Americans. The African Americans. You gotta say it with the Trump voice though. So what we got here on the African Americans, we've got AA with the 212 on the 4-hour. I don't believe this is going down. This is just for consolidation. Looking at an entry above 64.78. So you got about 65 cents. And then just looking at continuation on the day. So you're looking at, yeah, continuation above 65.14. So not the best looking setup. I'll leave it. Plug, MasterCard, GM. Plug is giving you the look of one that wants to push down. We could be looking at an outside 4-hour. It pushed down and then pushes back up. It's not really showing a lot of direction to me. It's kind of flat, so I'm gonna leave it. Going MasterCard. Yeah, that thing looks strong. So yeah, MasterCard, check it out. Our contract Greeks, that's what I'll be looking for with the Greek Delta Theta. I kind of have a suspicion of what it is. But you got a 212 on the 4-hour above 363.09. We'll just be looking for continuation on the day. That'll be above the high from today at 365.05. But yeah, that's what it looks like. The Greeks are usually not very good on the 0 days, so they're not usually in your favor. So they kind of rules them out for me. But the setup looks fire. Make it long or something that's a little different. But freaks on them 0 days, you got to be mindful of that. Setup, it ain't all about the setup sometimes. All right. What we got? GM and Twitter. GM, not as good looking as Ford, but afternoon we had some consolidation. Inside day, that's what, yeah, just behave like an inside day. So you got a couple triggers if you want to play it, if you got your heart set on it. 39.10 will give you the 212 to the upside on the 4 hour, and then above 39.25 on the day would be your trigger point for entry on the day. GM's not bad, it's not great either. It's just kind of like in between. So not bad, but there might be some better setups for tomorrow. Twitter. Let's take a look at Twitter. Twitter has a broad formation right above his head. That's always fun. So I'm not gonna really focus on it, but you got the 312 here. It's, what's this? $40.25. Your entry above that level. You got outside day to day. So we're just looking for continuation above 40.47. But again, you got this big boy broadening formation above his head. So I'll just, for me personally, I'll just leave it be. Uh-oh. Cat looks solid here. 312. Oh, sorry. Not 312. 212. 212 here on the 4 hour above 220.15. There is no downside look for this one. This one looks like it's going to be good to go 2 up tomorrow. You're only fighting a quarter. And we'll check that out in a second. $220.15. 2 up, continuation. We got the monthly rev as well, above 223.29. So that looks solid too. That's a long setup, so we're not gonna focus on that right now. LVS, AAL. Las Vegas Sands. I think fundamentally, people, this should be going bullish. Maybe tomorrow itself, it's not giving the best looking setups. I want to be mindful of. You got the 212 here on the 4 hour potentially. That's a level of 35.78. And then also on the day, looks like we're getting Chicago set up. Oh no, it's 212 set up above 35.84. So you don't have far to go, so to speak, on this LVS for it to trigger. So that would be one to look for. Really just looking for the no-brainers. Not really trying to be too smart. AAL is next. AAL, we've got 212 set up. We got an inside day. So first and foremost, we are in conflict though on the macros. We got 212 above $17.48. And then also we've got on the day, just sitting on top of BF here, 212 on the day above 17.51. So you got a trigger at the 3 hour, I mean the 4 hour at 3 pennies, and you got a trigger on the day. That may be one to keep your eyes on. Last Friday, that thing did the damn thing. Two and two on the day. Microsoft. Let's see what Microsoft is giving us. Gee. We're gonna get into these. Ooh, Microsoft ain't even inside no more. Dang, strong. Got a real strat on the day though. That I will mark. That's a strong 2 down day today for Microsoft. We got here. $274.65. Clean. That's clean. Even though it didn't give us a 4 hour. GEUAL. I guess you could look at GE. I'm not the biggest fan right now, but we got a 312 on the 4 hour above 78.13. Looks like it's in a flag though. Day was inside. It's inside. Do nothing today. So you got 312 tomorrow above 78.66. I mean, if it was to get to this broad information tomorrow, then you done made a lot of chicken. That's around $80. That's a $2 move. That's a great day for them. But I wouldn't try to take it no further than that. I think when it gets to that BF, it's gonna get rejected. So it's a little bit of juice you can squeeze out of it. Yeah. All right, next we got United Airlines. Similar deal to a lot of what the market did this afternoon. Strong morning, consolidation in the afternoon. Looks like 2 down, hammer on the day on UAL. So first off, Chicago on the 4 hour, give you entry above 46.07. It's about 30 cents away from close. Then on the day, we've got a rail strat above 46.09. That'll give you entry above that 46.09 level to give you that rail strat. First target off of that will be 48.31 per the strat. So very simple setup right there. Textbook. I would imagine Bed Bath & Beyond also looks bullish, but I'm gonna save the time on it. Get across different sectors. Look at this SO. So I'm most likely not gonna look for a 0-day setup on SO. I'm actually looking for some long positions on this one. I'm gonna take into the fall, October, towards the end of the year. That's kind of what I'm looking at on SO, but the setup looks amazing. You have to check the contracts. Typically, there aren't people at the party on non-standard weeks. Typically, you're gonna get people at the party on those monthly expirations or like a quad witch. And so 617 would be the more likely scenario. But setup looks fire. You got 312 on the 4 hour above 76.04. And we had an outside day today, so you just really look for continuation on the day. But again, you got the broad information above his head. As for 0 days, I'm not sure if I would take a trade on it, but still super bullish. Yeah, so Definitely keep your eye on that. If it triggers tomorrow, I'll put the long alert in there. All right, look at this LMT. I almost got a 0 day on LMT for tomorrow. That's how good it was looking to me earlier intraday. So I mean, I'm expecting this thing to continue tomorrow. Very bullish on it. 212 above 441.51. We got a lot of room and opportunity. You might want to draw some micro BFs if you were to play this, just to see what's on the day or below. But these are all the macro BFs that it has around. But yeah, this one I like it. I like it. I was gonna get it intraday actually. So this one did it go outside? No, it was just 2 down. It go outside. But yeah, 2 down on the day. Looking for a hammer. Rev strat. I guess I'll set the trigger. 441.51. Excuse me. We'll set this rev strat trigger as well. 442.50 something. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay. Looking good, looking good. All right. What else we got? All right, let's hit the chat real quick. I ain't seen no XLE tickets, huh? Y'all saving it for me in the chat, ain't it? I know that's what y'all doing. I know. XOM, double inside day mellow. Oh, yes, sir. Okay. Now we talking. Now we talking turkey. I'm gonna put this 2 down alert though on the 4 hour. $97.72. Double inside day. Inside. 2112. 18, 98, 05, 21. Yep, that was a good one. You know how I feel about it. Ain't much to say there. Appreciate that. Definitely caught that forward goose. Check out Verizon. I think we did look. Did we? Yeah, we might have missed Verizon. Yeah, Verizon looks solid. Turn the month right back green. Yeah. Good one. I'm gonna leave the day trigger out. Keep it rolling. Save some time. I think we looked at plug, Mellow. Let me see. Yeah, we did. Plug, I was looking at maybe downside move. 312. Below 1820 if I want to take a downside move. And I'll take that down to like 1778, top of this volume range. And then it could bounce from there and make a 3. And then just take the upside move above 1873. That would be my likely scenario, but the inside day tells me you probably get that and then still go 2 up on the day. I don't think it'll threaten to go 2 down on the day at all. But yeah, that's my hypothesis for plug PFE. 2 down, 2 up on the 4-hour. Came in contact with a BF. I wonder, this thing might gap over the broad formations tomorrow, and it's up here somewhere and gap up and go. So don't be surprised if it gaps over the BF. Otherwise, you're looking at a rail strat entry above 52.74, which is 6 pennies away. If I'm not in already, I'm not sure I want to enter right there. It's just like, you could go through it, you can go and force and then come back and retest. Like, it's just a tough spot pinched in between them broadening formations right there. So, but the setup looks clean. So just a little nuance. Cisco hurts. Cisco looks like it is going 2 up tomorrow. Inside day 212. 45.80. So how y'all doing it? Going. HTZ looks like it's going to create new low, higher low tomorrow. Not sure how far it'll break out, if at all, but out afternoon consolidation, a little bit of a pullback, but I think sentiment is going to push up tomorrow, 2 up on the day. Not sure what we're looking at on contracts for tomorrow though, but charts telling me. Coke, I took entry on some 0 days this afternoon. I was already in September 67.50s. And I think I got some June 17th as well. I think 64 strikes. Coke, I see that's going continuation tomorrow. Outside day 2 up after 2 up. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Coke bullish as hell to me. KMI is another one I'm bullish on. Not sure about 0 day contracts. You gotta really take your money on those. Don't be expecting super big moves. But if you take the 0 day, take it to a target, and get your money and get out. Don't try to ride this one out the whole day. It doesn't, don't have the same amount of level of buying as like Oxy and XOM and some of the others. So you just gotta take it to target and get your money, man. So yeah, I'm gonna set the triggers. I'm looking at the month trigger as well on it. It's gonna do a monthly rail strat as well. So we are tracking KMI. 2, 97. 122 on a day. 1998. KMI. MPC. MPC, not, what is this? Oh, Marathon, the other Marathon, yeah. I ain't played them in a long time. MPC, Chicago set up above 104.22. I mean, I'm sorry, 104.38. That's, yeah. Money in the bank. Okay. Yeah, that was solid. We like to stop. I don't know what the contracts are looking like. I haven't played that one in forever. That one ain't even been on my radar. But it's been rolling. Woo! Like, well, they pull the oil tickets out the wazoo now. Woo! Woo! Yeah, that's fine. Going two up tomorrow. I ain't seen no oil setups though. Okay, what we got here? PDD. Yeah, it's going up tomorrow. Continuation 312, 4 hour above 52.83. Your level for entry. We got a rail strat on the day to day. Looking for continuation on the day. Very clear cut setup. FCX. I feel like I know them people. Gap up today. Consolidating the rest of the day. I don't know if I play tomorrow for a 0 day, but it's bullish. She bullish, but it might consolidate for a couple more days for it make another move. So that's my only concern. It's like tomorrow setup. Yeah, Strat Damon, I think we went through LMT. Very nice looking setups for tomorrow. We'll be having my eye on it. XLE, double inside days, very similar to XOM. We know we feeling, what's the sentiment? We bullish. We got double inside day break above 88.96. We've got daily 4-hour reversal 2-2 rev above 88.63. Wouldn't be surprised if we gapped up a little bit tomorrow. Johnson & Johnson, 4-hour trigger. Looking clean here, 212 on the 4-hour above 177.38. Fighting a little bit of conflict from the day, week, month. However, you will flip the day and the month back green very quickly though. And the week. So I mean, you got potential to flip all those back green very quickly. But you got entry on the day 122 above. Let me zoom in for the people. 122 above 177.81 on J&J. 4-hour looks way better than the day there. MO, this one looks solid. Inside week currently. We'll probably end up getting that again next week. I mean, going into next week. MO came in contact with a BF this morning. We're looking at a 212 on the 4-hour above 54.16. All right, so now moving on, we've got the day 54.25 is our level. Rev strat there. Ah, 54.25. Just want to point out also tomorrow, I'm going to be looking for ads on my 0-day Coke positions because I only got partially filled. So I'm not even at a full position. Well, yeah, I wasn't planning to be at a super full position, but they only partially filled me. It was moving too fast, I guess. So we got on ET 312 on the 4. Yes, we do. Look for continuation on the day, which I think we get. We're looking at an entry above $12.07 on ET. Looking solid. If you got an energy set up for tomorrow and it's giving you a Chicago or a 212 or something, yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, Coke Well, we feel like Coach gonna go continuation tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, Nito. I'm bullish on energy for tomorrow. I just think it's not gonna give you all the cleanest looking setups like it has on certain 0 days. So this is more so just understanding the sentiment. They've been manipulating the price all this week with all the different news coming out about it. So it's just gonna rip. Yeah, inside day on Oxy. Yeah, it's giving you the hammer shooter combo. But yeah, there's some other oil tickers that have or energy tickers that have better looking setups, but they don't. They usually go in tandem, one for all and all for one. Musketeers. All right, so here on Nikolai, Mr. Scam, we got the 3-1 Chicago setup. Entry will be above $7.30 to give you the Chicago setup. I do not recommend taking this for 0 day though. Not because of the company, just because it's just the stock price. You don't need more buying pressure to get the moves you want, unless you're trying to like really scalp it. Yeah, yeah. That would be my expectation, Nita. Like when they break, it's gonna be like in unison, or they're all gonna kind of like dominoes. They're all gonna flip around the same time. And then BP, similar to the rest of these energies. I'll throw a few on my list tonight, but I think like the majority of them have like setups that wouldn't be appealing if you're just looking at the technical aspect. It's just our overall sentiment and knowledge of what's going on. We know like even with a bad looking setup, energy will still go up. So you got to pay attention to the fundamentals. So with this one, we got 312 inside above 32.96 for BP gas. We've got a rail strat on the day that happened today. So all we're looking for is continuation tomorrow. Your level on continuation would be above $32.99. So $33 flat. We'll give you continuation tomorrow on BP. That's solid. I think it's just sector wide. So we just keep an eye out on oil futures as well as XLE and see how things play out going into the morning. I'm gonna try to look and see if there's any other tickers we might have overlooked on this list. I did want to take a look at BMY, Bristol Myers. Damn, hell of an afternoon. Sheesh. So that's the stuff I'm talking about. Everything else, consolidating and pulling back, you got something going ham. But is it going to continue into tomorrow? We'll just do outside day today. So we got the outside day, we got the inside 4 hour. I'm gonna set the trigger there for that one. At nah, I don't really be scanning for inside days unless I don't get what I want from the inside 4 hours. Like the inside 4 hours will give me what I need majority of the time. Like vast majority, like 95% of the time. So we will search for inside days, but that's if we don't find what we want before that. Inside days is kind of like secondary. It's not the primary. I want to get in there early. What's this? 312. They'll tell you some days we will go as far as outside days if it's just absolutely barren out there, but I don't think today warrants that. We know where we're supposed to be tomorrow, I think. And on the day, it's outside day. So we're just looking for continuation on the day. 75.60. Yeah, so based on what I'm seeing, I think we got a pretty good idea of where we need to be tomorrow, where the money's gonna reside. Overall, market is bullish. We've seen some tech setups. We've seen setups across other sectors as well that look decent. But we also know where the bread is buttered at. So if tomorrow gives us any kind of bearish sentiment, then we know where we need to be looking. We know how energy does, and then always keep our hedges on. We didn't look at them tonight, but we already know we should be knowing like to have the hedges on deck. So again, I see the energy. If energy makes the move we expect tomorrow, it's gonna rip after a nice week of just looking funky. I've seen some staple setups. I'm in Coke for tomorrow already. So I'm gonna be looking to take a early ad, sometime early in the morning. Want to catch continuation on Coke. I'll be looking at energy as another play to make, but I'm really looking for a long position on energy to take through September. So energy, not necessarily looking for a 0 day, but there's gonna be some opportunities. Energy looks like it's gonna do what it wants to do. It's just not as because it's been really choppy this week. So I think tomorrow will give us the bullish momentum we're looking for. And then the overall market giving us a little bit of bullish sentiment. So you got XLK looking decent. And that's pushed some other sectors as well to some of their individual stocks. I've seen discretionary as well. So it's going to be a little hodgepodge of a lot of different stuff. I still think it's going to be a stock pickers market. I don't think we're like overall bullish tomorrow, but I think we'll have a 2-up day on SPY. But that's kind of what my assessment is tomorrow. Just because we're going to have a 2-up day on SPY doesn't mean I'm going to jump into all these other sectors either, though. So just be mindful of like what the strength is tomorrow. If the market wants to give us XLK and XLY setups, then we'll play those accordingly. We got those in the bag. And if they want to sit on energy, then we'll wait till next week for energy. No big deal. But if things have been going like they've been going the last 6 months or 5 months, then we will be sitting in energy tomorrow too. So we know where to go. And if y'all ain't got no more questions or tickers, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Yeah, there's a 4-hour scan. It's in our Discord channel, but I'm gonna drop it in here in the chat as well. But yeah, we got every scanner that I use is also in our strat scanners and scripts channel in the Discord. So you can look at the same things I'm looking at. Go. Boom. So it's in the chat. I'll give y'all a few seconds to grab that and everything. But with that, my peoples, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all have a good evening. And don't forget to go check out your hedges, have them ready at your hip. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think we'll see some energy tickers on my list. There's quite a few on here that I think will be worthy to look at tomorrow. So
hey, Resume, before you go, what would be the hedges exactly?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So with the hedges, I'm specifically referencing I play VXX, but also VIX is a good hedge. They both are useful and good to use. Also UVX buy is another hedge. And then if you want to go into the bond category, then you can look at TLT or LQD are the two bonds that I look at. But more so I play actively as TLT over LQD.
Okay, appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, peoples. Well, I will let y'all go. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch y'all in the morning. Well, actually, I'll catch y'all in the Discord later on tonight. I'll drop my watch list. I'll probably get me like a YouTube watch list up as well for this week and tomorrow. And we'll catch y'all in the morning. It's time to eat. Your boy recovering from COVID, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to get back into it. So let's get it, people. Y'all have a good night. Peace.